Ahead of the big 2024 finale, the semi-final dates are here. After visiting 5 states and holding discussions and deliberations with political parties in the last 40 days, the Election Commission today has announced the dates for 5 states. For Madhya Pradesh, for Chhattisgarh, for Rajasthan, for Telangana and for Mizoram. Now, polling in Mizoram will be held on November 7th. Madhya Pradesh will vote on November 17th. Elections in Chhattisgarh will be held in 2 phases, first on November 7th and the second phase on November 17th. Rajasthan will go to polls on November 23rd and Telangana will vote on November 30th. Those are the dates on your screens as well. The verdict for the 5 states will take place on December 3rd. December 3rd is the day we all need to mark. Now, the Election Commission also addressed the issue of freebies in today's press conference, which is currently being heard, as you know, by the Supreme Court. The Election Commissioner Rajiv Kumar said that freebies have tadka of populism in them and said that voters must know where the money for these freebies is coming from. Listen in to what the CEC said.
आपको जैसे अवगत होगा, कमीशन ने एक परफॉर्मा इशू किया था। ये परफॉर्मा बेसिकली ये कहता है कि पॉलिटिकल पार्टीज को अपने मैनिफेस्टो में क्या करेंगे ये बताने का अधिकार है, लेकिन साथ ही साथ वोटर को ये जानने का अधिकार है कि ये कब करेंगे, कितना करेंगे और कैसे करेंगे। प्रेजेंट वर्सेस फ्यूचर जनरेशंस, आप प्रेजेंट में कितना करना चाहते हैं और आर यू नॉट मॉर्गेजिंग द फ्यूचर जनरेशन। सो दिस इज अ बैलेंस व्हिच नीड्स टू कम एंड पीपल वोटर मस्ट नो कि वो फाइनेंशियल फंडामेंटल्स के बेसिस पे क्या पिक्चर निकल के आती है। इसलिए पब्लिक हैज ए राइट टू नो कि फ्रीबीज कहां से पूरे होंगे और वो डिस्क्लोजर्स पब्लिक को इन्फॉर्म चॉइस लेने के लिए होनी चाहिए। बट एज यू आर अवेयर, दिस मैटर इज सब जुडिस।
So 5 states going to the polls in November. So November is going to be poll season for all of us. Let's start with the 5 states one by one. For the next 5 to 7 minutes, let's just break down what the big dates are in the 5 states, what the big issues are, and who the primary and principal players are in the field. We are starting with the northeastern state of Mizoram. It is the smallest of 5 states going to the polls as part of this large major electoral exercise. Now, voting for all 40 assembly seats in Mizoram will be taking place in a single phase. Since Mizoram became a state in 1987, the Mizo National Front and the Congress have dominated politics in the state. The ruling MNF, led by Zoramthanga, is looking for a second straight term in these elections. If the party does win, Zoramthanga would create history by becoming the longest-serving chief minister since Mizoram became a state in 1987. However, a surprise victory by Zoram People's Movement in the civic polls of April has made the Mizoram political battle very, very interesting. ZNM, the dark horse, efficiently took not just the Congress but also the MNF by the horns. The Lung Lee Municipal Council polls results have come in as an indicator of rising anti-incumbency in the state. From the northeast, shifting our focus to central India, Hindustan ka dil, Madhya Pradesh, the heart of India, a state with rich historical and geographical significance. The state has had a long history of bipolar politics, dominated by the Congress and the BJP. And the battleground in Madhya Pradesh is heating up as well. It is set to witness a neck-to-neck contest between both these two parties. For the ruling BJP, the battle will be a tough one. Chief Minister Shivraj Singh Chauhan is battling anti-incumbency and infighting at the same time. He's fondly known as Mama, and he is the longest-serving Chief Minister of the BJP across states. He's put in 16 years, 16 plus years actually, and counting. But as I said, anti-incumbency is setting in. The BJP has shied away from naming Shivraj Singh Chauhan as the CM face. In fact, the Bharatiya Janata Party is fighting the state polls on Vikas and Kamal and, of course, the face of Prime Minister Modi. The fact also is that Shivraj Singh Chauhan is the only OBC CM of the party. That makes the matter even more tricky for the BJP, and hence the party cannot outrightly replace him. So the BJP is trying to contest these elections under the combined leadership of Shivraj Singh Chauhan and other union ministers. This, as some BJP supporters want the party to project a new face in MP. Meanwhile, the Congress will try and make most of the situation, from soaring high in 2018 to an infighting jhatka in 2020. The Congress wants to regain the state with Kamal Nath and Digvijay Singh's political experience, and by raking up multiple scams in the state of Madhya Pradesh. Let me go straight across to Govind, who is joining us live from Bhopal. Govind, dates for 5 states have been announced. Madhya Pradesh will be the largest state that is going to the election. It is going to be a bipolar election. And both parties, interestingly, on the day that election dates have been declared, have very proudly claimed that they are winning this one. So it's good to be confident, both parties very confident. But the BJP, interestingly, fielding 7 MPs in Madhya Pradesh, Govind, what's that for? Lack of confidence?
Yeah, absolutely. It seems that BJP is leaving no stone unturned. In fact, candidates for MLA election, in fact, and after that, there is a lot of political happening in Madhya Pradesh. You know that Madhya Pradesh is the most, it seems, in fact, state out. Narendra Modi has visited here twice in 2 weeks, in fact, so we can understand that how importance is being given to Madhya Pradesh by BJP, and Congress and BJP are having their own separate claims that they are forming the government. And CM Shivraj Singh Chauhan, you must have seen on various occasions that how he has been connecting with voters emotionally, that कि जब मैं चला जाऊंगा तब तुमको बहुत याद आऊंगा, मैं चुनाव लड़ूं ना लड़ूं, या मैं फिर से सीएम बनूं ना बनूं. So these kind of statements are also making the election in Madhya Pradesh from BJP side interesting. And in Congress side, Kamal Nath has clearly the face of CM in fact of Congress party have hinted.
You know, Govind, we are having a bit of a network issue there, so I'm just going to move on to Chhattisgarh now, where OBC politics has taken center stage once again. Chief Minister Baghel is riding high on a bevy of welfare schemes. The Congress party is hoping to protect its citadel Chhattisgarh in these upcoming elections. The BJP, on the other hand, is making an aggressive push to regain lost ground. In 2022, the ruling Congress was looking set, comfortably placed. But in the past few months, the Baghel government has been facing opposition heat over alleged scams, politics of appeasement, and religious conversions. And that has changed the political dynamic in the state. The BJP, who was in power in Chhattisgarh till 2018, has redesigned its poll strategy and is trying to corner the Congress over corruption and misrule. Meanwhile, India's richest state in minerals remains mired in poverty, and political parties continue to campaign on caste and soft Hindutva. Let me go straight across to Raipur. This is where my colleague Samrendra is joining us from. Samrendra, it is Baghel versus the BJP in Chhattisgarh this time.
जी बिल्कुल, इसमें कोई दो मत नहीं है कि छत्तीसगढ़ का जो चुनाव है वो मुख्यमंत्री भूपेश बघेल और बीजेपी के बीच में एक तरह से है। लेकिन आज जैसे चुनाव की घोषणा हुई, चुनाव के तारीखों की घोषणा हुई, वैसे ही बीजेपी की दूसरी सूची भी आ गई, जिसमें 64 जो है 64 कैंडिडेट उन्होंने डिक्लेयर किए। इस तरह से 90 जो कॉन्स्टिट्यूएंसी है उसमें से 85 बीजेपी अब तक डिक्लेयर कर चुकी है। केवल 5 सीट वहां पर डिक्लेयर होने बाकी है। इसमें सबसे ज्यादा चौंकाने वाला नाम जो है वो एक ईश्वर साहू का है, जिसको एक बड़े मंत्री रविंद्र चौबे के खिलाफ जो है बीजेपी ने उतारा है। और आपको ध्यान में होगा, ईश्वर साहू वही है जो बीरनपुर, जहां पर सांप्रदायिक तनाव हुआ था, एक साहू परिवार के युवक की हत्या हुई थी, और उस हत्या में जो जिसकी मौत हुई थी वो उसके पिता को यहाँ पर बीजेपी ने अपना उम्मीदवार बनाया है। साजा से एक बड़े मंत्री के खिलाफ ईश्वर साहू होंगे। तो एक तरह से जो आप भूपेश बघेल जो सॉफ्ट हिंदुत्व और अपनी योजनाओं को लेकर चुनाव मैदान में है, तो यहाँ पर बीजेपी जो है उससे एक कदम आगे जो हार्डकोर हिंदुत्व है उनका, उसको यहाँ पर उन्होंने एक इस सूची में उसकी झलक दिखी है। ईश्वर साहू जो है वो बीजेपी के कैंडिडेट होंगे। तो इस तरह से दोनों तरफ से जो है वो मुद्दे लगातार हैं। आप सब कुछ जानते हैं कि जैसा कि पिछले 5 सालों में कांग्रेस ने जो किया, मुख्यमंत्री भूपेश बघेल ने किया, उसको लेकर वो यहाँ पर चुनाव मैदान में उतरने की तैयारी में है, जबकि बीजेपी जो है करप्शन और हिंदुत्व को लेकर एक बड़ा मुद्दा यहाँ पर बना सकती है। इसके दूसरी तरफ हमने एक मैदानी इलाकों में एक छोटे से गांव से हैं, तो आसपास की सीट वहां पर उससे प्रभावित हो रही है। उसी तरह से बस्तर
The moment your audio is not very clear, your signal is not very clear. Let's quickly listen in to all the sound bites that have come in so far from the state of Chhattisgarh and from the state of Madhya Pradesh as well. Then we'll shift our focus to Rajasthan.
प्रतीक्षा थी पिछले चुनाव में 6 तारीख को घोषणा हो गई थी, 6 अक्टूबर को। आज 8 तारीख है। वो मुझे लगता है दिवाली को देख के डेट तय करना चाह रहे होंगे कि पहला राउंड जो वोटिंग का होगा वो दिवाली के पहले करें या दिवाली के बाद करें। जितना जल्दी हो उतना अच्छा है। हम लोग इंतजार में ही हैं। आज दिन में प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस है। मैंने
जिस प्रकार से भूपेश बघेल डरे हुए हैं इन दिनों, वो अभी तक अपनी लिस्ट फाइनल नहीं कर पा रहे हैं। और जिस प्रकार से भारतीय जनता पार्टी की पिछले साल भर से चुनावी माहौल को लेकर तैयारी चल रही है, वो डिफेंस में आए हुए हैं। वो मात्र ओम प्रकाश माथुर का प्रवास होता तो एक ने कमेंट करना, इसके अलावा उनके पास कुछ बचा नहीं है। उनका भ्रष्टाचार एक्सपोज हो चुका है। भारतीय जनता पार्टी इन चुनावों में पूर्ण बहुमत से सरकार बनाने जा रही है। इनके पास कहने को कुछ मुद्दा नहीं है। इन्होंने खुद का, पार्टी का और परिवार का भला किया है, विकास की चिंता नहीं की है।
चुनाव सरकार बनाते हैं, चुनी हुई सरकार बनती है जो प्रदेश का और जनता का भविष्य तय करती है। तो सभी मतदाता भाई और बहन इस चुनाव में बढ़ चढ़कर भाग लें, उत्साह के साथ भाग लें। मैं राजनीतिक दलों से ये अपील करना चाहता हूँ कि मध्य प्रदेश शांति का टापू है, ये शत्रुता नहीं है, तो विचारधाराओं का संघर्ष है। कौन सी पार्टी आनी चाहिए, सब शालीनता के साथ बड़प्पन से अपनी अपनी बात कहे, सरकार अपनी बात कहे, प्रतिपक्ष अपनी बात कहे, और बहुत अच्छे माहौल में मध्य प्रदेश का चुनाव हो।
Okay, that is Shivraj Singh Chauhan, the sitting Chief Minister of Madhya Pradesh, the longest serving BJP Chief Minister anywhere, already has put in 16 years plus, but he's being faced with infighting and voter fatigue as well. Can he win a 4th term is the question. Let's shift our focus from Madhya Pradesh now to Rajasthan. This is a Congress-ruled state where the incumbent Congress aims to win the state and break the 3-decade-old trend of power being shared between the Congress and the BJP alternately. The BJP, on the other hand, is riding on Prime Minister Modi's popularity and is hoping to hit the Congress hard where it hurts the most, which is factionalism and corruption. From the red dialy to the pilot Gehlot power tussle, the BJP is using it all against Chief Minister Gehlot's welfare schemes. In fact, amidst the paper leak drama, communal tensions and rising crime rates, the Gehlot government thinks that the welfare schemes that the Chief Minister has introduced will be a game changer. But there is not just the Congress. The BJP too is battling infighting. It is struggling to unite its leadership and uncertainty still looms over Vasundhara Raje's return. Can both these parties rise above factionalism? And will the focus on people, on overpower? That, well, only the results will tell on December 3rd. Let me go straight across to all the sound bites we have gotten so far before getting in our reporter.
Sir, how hopeful you are of retaining Rajasthan this time?
Not hopeful, we are confident. Because the present government, the government of the day, it is utter failure. It has failed to provide security to the women. It has failed to provide to provide the livelihood to the youth. It has failed to provide security to the farmers. It has failed to fulfill all the commitments which has been made. And now, Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas ki Bharatiya Janata Party Sarkar is coming, it will come, and it will come with a thumping historical majority.
पूरी पार्टी मुस्तैदी से चुनाव मैदान में तैयार खड़ी है और मुझे पूरा विश्वास है कि जो पिछले 25-30 साल में नहीं हुआ वो इस बार होगा और कांग्रेस पार्टी की सरकार दोबारा प्रदेश में बनेगी। इस बात पर पूरा हमको विश्वास है। राहुल जी ने, खड़गे साहब ने, प्रियंका जी लगातार दौरे कर रहे हैं और जो माहौल है, जो फीडबैक हमको मिल रहा है लोगों से, कार्यकर्ताओं से, पब्लिक से, वो पार्टी के पक्ष में है और सभी स्टेट्स में कांग्रेस की स्थिति बहुत मजबूत है। और मैं ऐसा मानता हूं कि 2023 के चुनावों में सभी स्टेट्स में, विशेष रूप से मध्य प्रदेश, राजस्थान, तेलंगाना, छत्तीसगढ़ में कांग्रेस पार्टी की सरकार बनेगी। हम लोगों ने हमारी कोर कमेटी की मीटिंग हुई थी 2 दिन पहले और वहां पर निर्णय लिया गया था कि राजस्थान भी सर्वे करवाएगा कास्ट बेसिस के ऊपर।
Let me go straight across to Gajraj, who's joining us live from Jaipur. Hi, Gajraj. It's a battle royale that will play out in the state of Rajasthan. But the fact is, both the Congress party and the BJP are dealing with infighting. I just quickly want to talk to you about Vasundhara Raje Scindia. Have you heard from her at all? What is she feeling? Is she feeling ignored? And who the BJP's chief ministerial face in the state really is? Is it Mr. Shekhawat, who we just saw on our screens, or will it be the Rani?
See, Prime Minister Narendra Modi clearly, he made it clear for the state of Rajasthan that the only symbol that BJP would be fighting the Rajasthan elections is lotus. So the speculations over Vasundhara Raje or any other prominent face being the CM face here in Rajasthan still remains, because right now also when JP Nadda arrived in Jaipur, Vasundhara Raje shared the stage, and we, as you asked, if we heard from Vasundhara Raje, yes, we heard from Vasundhara Raje, but that was from the stage itself, and she particularly, chanted Jai Jai Rajasthan, which was the chant that she gave when the BJP was, ruling the state here. So the speculation still remains, but if we see the crowd that is gathering at Vasundhara Raje's residence from last 1 or 2 weeks, make things a little clear for us also, because the people here in Rajasthan also see, you see whenever Vasundhara Raje enters the crowd, you see a huge chant from crowd whenever she takes the stage here. And now when the results days are announced, and the BJP's list is also here. Now BJP has placed 6 to 7 MPs, as we also speculated when the high-level meeting was going on in a private hotel here in Jaipur some time back. So BJP has very strategically placed a few MPs, and you can also look at the caste card here, because from Jodhwada and Vijayanagar Nagar, there were 2 candidates, Rajpal Singh Shekhawat and Member Singh Rajput, that were very prominent candidates here. And now the BJP has placed Rajendra Singh Rathod and Diya Kumari from both of these places, who are also Rajput. So the caste cards here are also on the same lines as last time, but the faces have changed here. Studio.
Okay. Thank you so much, Gajraj, for joining us. Finally, let's get to the southern state of Telangana, where the poll battle is a 3-way one. It's the BRS versus the BJP versus the Congress. Now, the BRS, headed by Chief Minister K. Chandrasekhar Rao, would like to score an electoral hat-trick this political season, while it is a do-or-die battle for the Congress that is hoping to recreate its Karnataka magic. And for the BJP, it is a fresh opportunity to conquer the southern state after failing to retain its hold in the neighboring Karnataka state in May this year. In fact, the BJP, for all practical purposes, on the edge.
आज तेलंगाना की जनता बदलाव चाहते हैं, परिवर्तन चाहते हैं। वो परिवर्तन भी, वो बदलाव भी भारतीय जनता पार्टी के द्वारा ही चाहते हैं। कांग्रेस गठबंधन ने जो ही है, कोई भी नरेंद्र मोदी जी के खिलाफ गठबंधन किया, मगर देश के लिए, देश के जनता के लिए, देश के हित के लिए गठबंधन नहीं है। ये सिर्फ नरेंद्र मोदी जाना चाहिए, एक एजेंडा पर मिले हैं। अगर ये लोग सत्ता में नहीं आएंगे, आए तो भी 2 महीने में, 3 महीने में एक प्रधानमंत्री बदलना पड़ेगा, एक इनस्टेबल सरकार आएगा।
Let me go straight across to Shaumit, who is joining us live from Hyderabad. Shaumit, we are calling this a three-horse race. But is it a three-horse race or is it a single-horse race? Given the strength that the BRS brings with it in the state of Telangana, given the fact that it had declared candidates in 115 constituencies way back in August, and since then, the Chief Minister, the man on your screens, has introduced a slew of welfare measures. So while we call it a three-cornered contest, is it really one?
Well, Shreya, it's complicated on the ground, but, it will be the tri-fight, we can clearly say that, because one side, BRS is confident that they will be coming back to power after ruling for 2 terms and starting in year 2014 and for the first time after the formation of the Telangana state, after the bifurcation from the Andhra Pradesh. And, since then, that basically public pulses are connected to the Chief Minister KCR. Basically, the KCR, we can say, because he fought for Telangana, and because for that cause, we can say. And later on, they got, they have secured more number in 2019. And this time, on the other hand, after win in the Karnataka, Congress is also aiming, sharply in Telangana. At the same time, mission south for the BJP as well, because this will be one of the richest state, and at the same time, BJP is, after losing ground in the Karnataka, it is very much important for the BJP to gain the ground in the Telangana state, because they have won 4 MP seats in 4 parliament constituencies in 2019. So they do have good number of votes when it comes to the parliament poll. So they are trying to grab the voters, attract the voters, even for the assembly poll. So it will be the tri-fight. One side BRS is confident, and the other side Congress is also confident. They are saying that they will be forming the government here. Revant Reddy today also, he spoke in the Delhi national capital, and he has stated that we will be forming the government, and at the same time he has demanded the caste-based census for the social justice and several other reasons.
Okay.
But even the BRS is also backing that.
All right, Shomit.
But BRS, after implementing several
leave
reasons,
it there.
yeah, even they are confident.
Shomit, thank you very much. We'll leave it there. Yeah, can I just bring in my guests as well? Mr. Saya Shekhar Angara is a senior journalist joining us on the broadcast. Sandeep Shastri is the national coordinator of the Lok Niti network joining us as well. Gentlemen, first of all, thank you very much for your patience. The perils of live television, as it were. We never come to our guests on time. Mr. Shastri, can I just start with you and get the larger construct of these elections? Now, of course, this is being called the semi-final before the final of 2024. Is that how you view it? And according to you, will the elections have, all 5 states have one larger, broader theme? Or will it be localized issues that will dominate all 5 different elections?
Shreya, I have learned that no semi-final is a curtain raiser for a final. This is true in cricket. This is true in politics. And I think last decade-long experience has shown that voters in India vote very differently in state elections and vote very differently in national elections. So while the 5 state elections is important, I would not see it as a mirror or a reflection or a forerunner for what will happen next year. These 5 elections are important for political parties. For some, it will be a winter of political discontent. For some, it will definitely be a winter of electoral dividend. Now, it looks to be that Chhattisgarh and Telangana seem to have a clear swing in a particular direction, with both the ruling parties doing reasonably well there. And I think Madhya Pradesh and Rajasthan is where the real big battles will happen. Mizoram also sees a tough fight between the MNF and Congress. In the south, Telangana, I think, for me, the race is for the second position between the BJP and Congress in preparation for the 2024 national elections. So I think I think every state has a distinct political trajectory and has very unique issues in this election. So I think we will need to watch out for every state, and I don't think there would be a generalization possible, and B, I would look at it as a semi-final, but as in our cricket matches, the final sees a different result as compared to the semi-final trends.
Okay, so this entire semi-final and final commentary as far as the elections go is a bit of a cliche. जब से मैंने पत्रकारिता join किया तब से सुन रही हूँ मैं शास्त्री जी ये बात. But very quickly then you tell me that there are two states which are going to be very, very interesting. Rajasthan and Madhya Pradesh. My quick question to you then is anti-incumbency overestimated in our political landscape? We have seen chief ministers beat it and beat it very successfully.
Shreya, we shouldn't be taking anti-incumbency in isolation. Many a times, anti-incumbency plus other factors make a difference. In Madhya Pradesh, remember, we have had nearly 2 decades of BJP rule with a short span of Congress rule in between. And there is, according to some, a sense of political fatigue. And this explains the BJP not declaring a chief minister candidate in the state and putting up 7 MPs. In Rajasthan, see, this is very ironical. In both the states, the chief minister is not the chief ministerial candidate of their respective parties. And this, in a sense, indicates the mood in the two parties about how they would like to project the governments of their governments in the state. So therefore, I don't think it's just anti-incumbency, it's a range of other factors which seem to be influencing the strategy which the two major parties in these two states are adopting.
Mr. Angara, would you want to come in here? Is Telangana a done deal? Mr. Shastri seems to think it's a done deal.
Yeah, Telangana, I completely agree with Mr. Shastri. And Telangana, I don't say it is a one-sided war, but at the same time, Bharat Rashtra Samiti, headed by K. Chandrasekhar Rao, is enjoying not just an edge, he's enjoying an upper hand as of now. And he's going to announce the B form and then distribute the B forms and announce the party manifesto on 15th of this month. And from 15th onwards, he's going to cover 8 districts in campaign, whereas the Congress is yet to announce its candidates. BJP is waiting for an auspicious date after 15th. So, and also Chandrasekhar Rao's campaign slogan would be deliverance. Whatever he has promised, he says he has delivered more than what was promised in the last 10 years. And he wants to do more. And though what he wants to do more will be known to people on 15th of October when he announces the party manifesto. So he's actually much ahead of his rivals. And also his advantage is that K. Chandrasekhar Rao is the champion of Telangana cause, and he, because of his agitation, he fetched the state, the exclusive state for Telangana. And the other two parties, there is no chief ministerial face. And working president of Telangana Rashtra Samiti, K.T. Ramarao, has been challenging through the public meetings which he has covered in the last 1 week or 10 days, that, you know, he wants BJP and the Congress to name their chief ministerial candidate, and he is announcing his chief minister candidate is KCR, who is running for a hat-trick. So KCR's party is much ahead of them. And also they were, they have, as you rightly pointed out, they have announced a lot of schemes in the last few days also. And there is not much of a resentment with regard to the candidacies from among the party. There are some dissensions here and there, but then KTR and Harish Rao are genuinely addressing those concerns, and they are placating the people who are trying to stoke the rebellion. Some people were accommodated in various important corporation chairman posts, which will last for 2-3 years, and they are in cabinet ranks. So KCR is much ahead of everyone. As of now, this is the scenario.
Okay. Mr. Shastri, I have 20 seconds. I've already been told to wrap by my producer, but I want to ask you, what about the Modi factor? We've seen Karnataka was the last state that showed us exactly what you said, that people in India are smart. They vote one way in a state election and they vote another way in a general election. Therefore, will we see lesser of Mr. Modi in campaigning mode in, say, Rajasthan, in Madhya Pradesh and in Chhattisgarh as well? How much is the Modi factor going to play a part, at least in these 3 states?
Shreya, the Modi factor, beyond a shadow of doubt, plays a role in national elections. But in state elections, the Modi factor is like the top dressing. somebody has to build the base, and then the top dressing is the Modi factor. And when the BJP has an opposition against it who has a visible state face, and the BJP does not have a visible state face, it automatically creates the challenge. We saw this in Karnataka, we saw this in Himachal Pradesh. So I think the challenge which the BJP faces is the absence of a credible face in, let us say, Telangana or in some other states. And hoping only that the Modi factor will take you forward is okay in a national election, but could be a little challenge, as has been proved in the past, in a state election.
Mr. Shastri, we'll leave it there. Thank you very much. Mr. Angara, thank you very much. Good to have this very quick chat with you. It's, of course, a story that continues to dominate headlines across news channels. We'll be touching upon it a bit more at 10 p.m. this evening, so do stay with us. For the moment, I'm slipping into a quick break on the show. There's much more on the other side. Do stay with us.